Hi, it's Pastor Paul L. Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. Boy, did September go out like something I've never seen before. Can you believe the weather that we've seen? But now today, it's a brand new month. It is October 1st. It is the day that we call Satisfaction Saturday. God, we're satisfied that we know that you got this, that you're going to have it all under control because you always have and always will. Our text on today reminds us how God does great and marvelous things, even in the midst of situations that seem to be unbelievable and unbearable. Our text for today comes to us out of Matthew's Gospel, the 20th chapter, verses 29 through 34. The message lets us see today that Jesus and his disciples have left the town of Jericho, and they are leaving a large crowd. And as they find themselves getting away from the large crowd, they look, and there are two blind men who are sitting by the roadside. As the crowd follows them, they notice how Jesus and his disciples are trying to go forward, but for some reason, Jesus has to stop. He stops because he sees two blind men sitting by the roadside. When they heard that it was Jesus coming their way, they began shouting, "Lord, Son of David, have mercy upon us." Now I understand why Jesus stopped, because somebody was calling his name. It is always important for us to know whenever we call upon the name of the Lord, whatever, quote unquote, it appears he's doing, he stops to see about us. The people began to tell the two men who are yelling, "Be quiet." The crowd yelled at him. The crowd began to remind them, "You need to be quiet. We're following Jesus." But the two men began to shout even the louder. They said, "Lord, Son of David, have mercy on us." When Jesus heard them, he stopped and he called to them and he said, "What do you want me to do?" They said, "Lord, we want to see." It is amazing in this passage that it lets us see, even if Jesus is on his way someplace, he always has time for us. Jesus always stops to see about our every need. Today, some of you are saying, "Lord, I need for you to stop to see about me. I need for you to see about my property. I need for you to see about my children. I need for you to see about those people that I cannot be in touch with because they don't have electricity. Lord, I need for you to stop and to see about them and to see about me." Jesus felt their pain. The text says that he was moved and he was touched by their call of his name. Jesus gets close to the men and he lets them know that I am right here in front of you. He reaches out, he touches their eyes, and instantly they can see. Then they followed him. This becomes a profound message to all of us. On this Satisfaction Saturday, when God does something great for us, we ought to be satisfied in knowing that he saw our need. He reached out to where we were. He met our need. He gave us exactly what we needed. And for that reason, we see him like we've never seen him before. Today, I hope you can see Jesus more clearly. I hope you can see what he's calling us and calling me and you to do. And I hope we can do what the men in the text did. When they saw Jesus, they could see instantly, and then they followed him. I want to remind you that when God does something for us, we ought to follow him. Wherever he leads us, we'll follow. Wherever he sends us, we'll go. Let's go and tell the good news of the gospel about how God liberates and how God causes us to see what we've never seen before. I want to remind you, in this year of 2022, God has a great blessing in store for you because you're exceedingly and abundantly blessed. And I'll look forward to seeing you on tomorrow in worship.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.